Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, wherever you are in this great, wonderful world that we have. Um, my name is Jeannie, and this is my second video, and it looks like this one is giving me trouble with lighting. So I want to make a few little disclaimers before I start. I have problems with my words. Sometimes I make them up. Sometimes I pull them from the air. Sometimes I don't have the slightest idea what I'm talking about. And this could be very well to my age. And it could be because I'm dyslexic. I didn't learn about that until my second year in college, and I went, this is what's wrong with me. But I wanted to tell you in future videos about the struggles that I've had and how maybe this can help you encounter some things or help you to understand things a little better. I'm basically had a good life, but I've had a lot of struggles too. I have a BS degree in home economics. I accomplished this by doing 1 year of G.E.D. and learning how to read and write, which the teachers had failed me during my elementary years. And I dropped out of school the first day of the 8th grade. And I didn't know why I was even in the 8th grade because I didn't even pass the 7th grade. I made for the 7th grade a perfect F. I don't think it stood for failure. I think it stood for future possibilities. Just because we have a hard time learning how to read and write or just a hard time in life, we have to know there's things that we have to accomplish. When between 1967 and 1974, it was always in the back of my mind, Jeannie, you need an education. You need an education. And then one day, I took the fear away, and I walked in. I think it was called the Rehabilitation in Beaumont, Texas. I signed up for my GED. I went 5 days a week for 1 year. I learned how to read. I learned how to write. And I was the only one who graduated. Amazing. And from there, I went straight into a major university, and I majored in home economics, which is very important. Still having difficulty with this. And I actually learned the blessings of essays. You got to take this and get it to there. From there, I moved on to become a substitute teacher. Major war zone. Not so with the children as it is with the administration and the teachers. There are some wonderful teachers, but there are teachers who have no business teaching. Yes, they did the education, they got their certificates, and that's all they got. I mean, because you got to love those kids. You got to stand up for those kids. And in the future, I'll tell some cute stories of my substitute days. From there, I left the school system and I went into real estate. And I became a real estate broker. I had my issues there, and I have stories to tell about that too. From there, I became a high-risk auto insurance business owner. And that was very successful. What is my next career? Well, I did my education well. I did my substitute well. I did my real estate well. I did my insurance business well. Then I moved to Oklahoma. Say bye-bye, Texas. Oklahoma, here I come. And I opened a bait shop. Not a bake, but a bait. B-A-I-T-E. I don't know nothing about fishing. And my husband got sick, so the bait shop kind of went crumble. But I had the best bait shop, I believe, in the state of Oklahoma. People would come 100 miles to my bait shop. I didn't do just bait. I had birds. I had all kinds of things. I got bugs. Thankfully, they're not roaches. They're just bugs. It's been raining a lot. But the bait shop was really good. I'll talk about that later too, because this is just an introduction to me, and knowing if you want to follow me and learn the things that I learn. So my bait shop kind of died when my husband died. And then I moved on, kind of stayed lost for 6 years. Then I got my bait shop back. The lady I sold the property to, she defaulted on the taxes, and I paid the back taxes, got my 13 acres back for $1,500. Yay! But she had totally destroyed my bait shop. There was no way I could put minnows in my tank. The electricity sucked. I mean, she had really destroyed my property. So I opened a smoke shop. I don't smoke. But it was a good business. I would go to Texas and I'd get all my pipes, and I think it was against the law in Oklahoma to say, I forgot what the word was, because it was against the law. Because if you would say a certain word, I'll probably remember it later. I had to refuse to sell you a pipe because the word you used was illegal. Didn't make very much sense to me, but that's okay. So anyway, I left my smoke shop. And I came to Florida. And oh, how I'd love to have my land back. I sold it. That in itself is a whole nother story. So now here I sit. I have a nice house. I didn't have a nice house in Oklahoma because the lady destroyed it. And it was a really hard struggle. I'm 72 years old. Where do I go from here? I think I have something to offer you, and I would like for you to prescribe. I'd like for you to comment, and I would like for you to share, because I want to be engaged in the world again. I find nothing to do in Florida, and the prices of gas just stop you again. So anyway, this is my second blog, and it has no structure whatsoever, and the lighting is horrible. But I want to talk about things in my life and how I overcame, and maybe how it will help you to overcome. And I want to talk about my oils, how I apply my oils. And I want to work on my fear. Look at my face. Don't let the fear be in my face. Don't let the fear in my heart. Don't let the fear in you. So if that's what we have, so I think I'm going to do my next episode on fear, because I keep going to this subject without really thinking about it. But come and be my YouTube family. I would love to hear from you. And I'm going to cut this short because I'm rambling and don't want you bored.